Most people think financial opportunities are hidden behind secrecy, private rooms, insider connections, information you're not supposed to see. But some of the most impactful opportunities don't come from secrecy at all. They come from systems that are visible, predictable, and quietly ignored. No laws are broken, no rules are bent, no one is cheated. Yet value moves anyway, slowly, legally, and almost invisibly. What makes these opportunities unsettling isn't that they exist. It's that most people could walk past them every day and never realize what they're looking at. Every financial system is built on assumptions, not rules, assumptions. Assumptions about behavior, assumptions about attention, assumptions about what people will and won't bother to do. Most systems assume participation will be passive, that people will skim instructions, ignore fine print, avoid paperwork, give up when friction appears. Not because they're lazy, but because they're busy. These systems weren't designed for curiosity, they were designed for averages. And averages only work when most people behave the same way. The moment someone behaves differently, not smarter, just more patient, cracks begin to form. These cracks don't look dramatic. They don't announce themselves. They show up in quiet places. Unclaimed funds, misaligned incentives, administrative delays, programs no one promotes anymore, money waiting for someone to notice. Not because it's secret, but because it's boring. Some opportunities exist simply because no one is paid to care. Others exist because responsibility is spread so thin that no single person sees the full picture. And some exist because systems are slow to update, even when behavior changes. None of this requires genius. It only requires attention where others stop looking. And here's where people usually get it wrong. They assume that if an opportunity exists like this, someone important must already be using it. But most of the time, that isn't true. Most of these opportunities exist for years, not because they're protected, but because no one bothers to stay interested long enough. And the moment someone does, the clock starts ticking. This is the part most people misunderstand. The barrier isn't intelligence, it's friction. These opportunities don't fail because people don't understand them. They fail because engaging with them feels unrewarding at first. There's paperwork, waiting periods, unclear instructions, no immediate payoff. Most people are trained, intentionally or not, to abandon anything that doesn't reward them quickly. So they assume, if this mattered, someone would have made it easier. But ease isn't a sign of value, it's a sign of demand. And when demand is low, opportunity has room to exist. These windows don't close with headlines. They don't end with announcements. They disappear quietly. A rule gets rewritten, a form changes, a deadline shortens, a process gets automated. Not because something went wrong, but because someone finally noticed. Most of the time there's no backlash, just silence. And if you weren't paying attention before, you'd never know anything changed at all. That's how system corrections usually happen, not with consequences, but with quiet adjustments. This isn't about copying any specific strategy. Most of those windows are already closed. What matters is understanding how systems behave. They aren't built for edge cases. They aren't built for curiosity. They aren't built for people who slow down. They're built around assumptions, and assumptions are where blind spots live. The people who benefit from these systems aren't always the smartest. They're the ones who stay engaged after others disengage. That mindset compounds, not just financially, but structurally. If you're interested in understanding systems this way, how incentives, delays, and assumptions shape outcomes, there's a book I've been reading that breaks this down far better than surface-level finance advice. I've linked it in the description for anyone who wants to explore that angle further. No hype, just perspective. The unsettling part isn't that financial opportunities hide in plain sight. It's that most people wouldn't recognize them, even if they were labeled. Because the systems didn't fail, they worked exactly as designed.